basically every game is important to us at this point. And with us needing two, maybe three wins out of our last five, this week's got another big important game in it. So, yeah, let's talk some TSM. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Robert and I'm here to talk about TSM, our favorite LCS team, and a team that I think is surprising a lot of people, and one that, I mean, realistically, we have a chance. If we go 3-2 the rest of the way, the last five games, then we're gonna win. I mean, we're gonna make it into playoffs, which is a win in my book. And I think, yeah, with the coaching staff and how that they put this team together, they had a lot of things that they wanted to, I don't know, it seemed like they just wanted a team that, hey, let's make playoffs and see what happens after that. And that can be extremely valuable considering how well our team played in playoffs. Maybe they really just believe that we're a best of type of team and we're going to go from there. I don't really know yet, but, we're not going to put the cart before the horse because we still got to make playoffs and we still have a losing record right now. So we're going to hopefully change that up this week as we head into the next week of LCS. My question of the day for you, though, first is who has been your team MVP so far? I have two people I'm between. I'm between Maple and I'm between Chime. I probably Maple would edge it out for me, but I want to make a quick case for Chime. For me, Chime has been put through the absolute ringer since he's been here, and I think it shows how good he is, and I really think he needs to be up for consideration for an All-Pro vote, to be honest with you, because since he has been here, he has been with four different AD carries. He has been with Instinct, he has been with Tactical, he has been with Neo, and now he is with our boy Wild Turtle. This man has not had a consistent bot lane for more than a couple of weeks since he has arrived, and yet he has performed game after game after game. And I really can only think of like one bad game, maybe two, that he has had in his like 30 game tenure here at TSM. I really do hope that they continue to invest time and resources into him. I know he's technically on the older side, being 24, but he is a support. I think he's got another 5-6 good years left in him. And I would love for them to finally find him a partner that can, stay for the long haul. I don't think that's Wild Turtle, but he's doing the job right now, and I'm appreciative of that. So for me, it's probably still Maple, but I do think that there's a really good case that can be made for Chime. Let me know in the comment section below, though, who you're thinking. Our first game of the week is against a very bad Immortals team. They are 3-9, I believe, right now, or 3-10. 3-10. Yeah, we're 13 games in. Yeah. Okay, sorry, had to do the math in my head real quick. But they just replaced Ablaze Olive with Balulu. Ablaze Olive has not been playing well. He's taking time away for personal matters. It is really sad to see because I think Ablaze Olive is a lot better than this, but I just don't think this team is very good. Kenvi is somebody who I think in Revenge, they both have a lot of potential, but they seemingly just can't kind of fit in with the right pieces. Like, I think they're both good pieces, but I don't think either of them are like the piece for the team, right? I think that they need a focal player, somebody who can really take control of games. And I think that they're good 2 and 3 players, but Immortals needs a player that's like the guy, right? And recently Tactical and Ignar have looked better, or no, Tactical and Fleshy, sorry, wrong team. Tactical and Fleshy have looked better in the bot lane. Specifically, Tactical has been playing smarter. He still has his moments where he's inting games, but in general, like, this team is not a great team. And I really worry that we're going to just play down to the level of our competition in this game, but we shouldn't. Like, this should be a win. This has to be a win in my mind because you got to beat the teams below you if you want to try to get to the top, right? And you got to take care of business against Immortals, guys. They're not a good team in all reality. They haven't played well. They haven't drafted well. They seemingly have no vocal leader, really, in comms. And so for me, I really believe that It's going to come down to Maple here. I hate to put the pressure on him, but Bolulu has played at international stages with Turkey, and he's been fine, but I don't think that he is the guy that they need when I'm really taking a look at their future and everything. And I don't think he's had enough time to really work with Kenvi. I think Maple Boogie are a better. It's one of the few ones that we're for sure better than, but we're a better mid jungle duo. I would love solo. You just throw in any tank. Don't give a crap about which one. Get some sort of engage. Whether it's Vi or at least don't really care. Either of them for Boogie, and then put Maple on a champion that he's comfortable with. If it's Talia, if it is Asol, if it is Syndra again, I don't care what it is. He's got to do damage. He's got to be able to carry. We can't do a Galio as much as I love Galio. Got to be gone. And then you just let bot lane kind of do their thing. It seems like Wild Turtle and Chime are happy to kind of just play together. They've had another week of time together. They've already won a game together. We've already seen a great game out of Wild Turtle. When he's playing comfortable and taking it seriously, he seems to be able to, I think, get to that at least mid-level, which most of our team is. Most people would put most of our players, not all of them, somewhere in that like 4, 5, 6 range in terms of where they rank in the LCS, and that's fine with us. That's cool. That's making playoffs, and then we're seeing what happens in playoffs. So for me, it's got to be Maple here. If he can take him out, if he can keep Bolulu from doing anything crazy, and he can get himself a lead in lane because he's, I think, a vastly superior player to Bolulu, then I'm going to predict a win here for us. I really am. It just feels like there's no way we should lose this game, but you never know, right? Like, you go out, you spank Team Liquid after they just took down Golden Guardians, and then you come back and somehow you're losing a random game like this. But I think this is why we have all these veterans, though. They are consistent, and I think they're consistently going to be better than Immortals, so I'm taking us to win. Next game is going to be against Golden Guardians. Now, Golden Guardians got knocked down a peg by Team Liquid in a week they really should have gone 2-0. They ended up beating Immortals pretty handily, but I think, I'm going to go straight to my player to watch, and it's actually going to be my coach to watch, because I really think that they can be taken at least down a peg in the draft. And what I mean by that is, when you look at their loss, right, a lot of their champions were pretty passive. Like Gory specifically didn't really have a chance to be as involved as I think he would have liked to have been. With the Annie, you're kind of playing from behind the line instead of near the middle or in front of the line, right? And what I mean is by the line of like attack, right? When teams set up their lines, Annie's here. You generally got your engagers here and you got your damage dealers here. Annie's like all the way back here sometimes. And I know she can be tanky and everything, but the consistent DPS and everything, it's just really not there. He didn't look overly comfortable on the pick either. And I think that if we can go and get Aurelion Sol first pick, if we end up getting first pick, then they're going to have to pick the Annie in response. That seems to be what everybody wants to do. Now, there's a chance he pulls out the Syndra like we did, or something that I don't know about, maybe a Galio, but regardless, we're taking him off of something that's comfort, and I think that that's going to be really important for us. Along with that, it's getting Boogie on something that he can engage on, that he can match River's movements, because River has been amazing. He's everywhere all the time. He's constantly still able to clear all of his camps. I think it's going to be up to us to make sure that I don't really care as much about what happens in the bot lane, to be honest with you. I would prefer us not really worry about it. If they're going to try to push Wild Turtle down on his champion pool, then I think they're crazy. That just doesn't really matter to me. Chime can play just about any support. I think your mid-jungle duo is way, way, way more important here. And you just pick some tank for solo. I mean, it sounds bad, but that's all he needs against Licorice. Licorice is kind of just going to be up there, man, so it doesn't really matter, right? Like, for me, it's you get in there and you're thinking, all right, let's get the Asol, and then let's get a good mid laner or a good jungler to pair with our mid laner, and I think that's how you're going to win this game. I have faith in Shawi. He's been better, but I still think that there's going to be some sort of slip up. While I'm still saying that we shouldn't worry about bot lane, there are things we should ban against it. Like, I don't want to see the Caitlyn. I don't want to see the Zeri. Preferably, maybe you ban the Thresh as well, so then you can get rid of the Aphelios. And I think that that puts them a little bit on the back foot, if I'm being honest with you. So if we had those three bans and we pick the ASOL first pick, they might get the Vi, they might just take the Elise, they might take something else. I don't really know what it is. I mean, you're in a bit of a bind here. And if they'd rather ban the Vi and then take the ASOL. Sorry, I'm going through a lot of it's a lot of what if scenarios, right? Like, well, if they do this, then you do this. But what if they do that? So I really do believe that that would be my plan of attack. And I hope that Chawi considers that. I hope that he looks at it, because I think he can win this game in draft. It's not that Golden Guardians still won't be able to execute. We're still going to have to play our game for sure. But to me, if you can take Gory off of something that's going to make him super impactful, if you can also maybe get lucky and have who he play something where he can't be as super aggressive, I think that's how you win these games. So we will have to see. I'm very interested in this one, because if they've still lost 5 games. Like, if they lose their game on Thursday and then they come into our game and we won our game on Thursday and we beat this Golden Guardians team, then we actually are tied with them at that point. That would make both teams 8-7. So that would be massive heading into the last weekend, because we're just trying to climb at this point. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Again, let me know who your MVP is, and remember to like, subscribe, and comment, all that jazz, as we're trying to build up this YouTube channel. But yeah, let's go TSM, and with that, I'll catch you on the next one.